I'm that kind of guy. I'm kind enough to share information that no one asked for because I'm a giving guy. You understand? Giving.
Do you ever give up any of your food?
Now, listen, let's...
Next thing I know, this fucking guy has jumped on my back, stark bollock naked, right? He's got no fucking clothes on and he's a big sweaty guy, right? I can feel his balls on my back. I'm turning around, now I'm turned over and I'm mounted by this guy, right?
We need to talk, Chai.
Why is your eyebrow twitching?
I was trying to do the rock thing, but I'm not capable of it anymore. When you fought Maldonado in Dubai, there was a press conference. What happened when we met at that press conference, Chai?
What's the matter with your eyebrow, man?
I swear to God.
Please, I need a close-up on that.
I have no idea why it's doing this. It's ruined the seriousness. I was trying to be proper serious.
Where you see that?
Lord knows what's wrong with my
I can't see it
eyebrow.
from this angle.
It looks like I'm about to cry. Like I swear to God.
I remember that day. Yeah,
Okay,
very
so
well.
so for those people that were not present, what happened at the press conference between yourself and I, Chai? Explain yourself. What did you do?
Well, I won't explain myself, but I'll explain the situation for you. I'll explain what transpired. Well, I actually believe it was you that instigated that.
Absolutely not.
You were being a good boy.
Absolutely not.
You were being a good boy and wearing your mask, remember? Because you conform. You do as you're told.
Was I wearing a mask?
You was wearing a mask. You look like a Ninja
No,
Turtle
wait, was
down
I wearing
there,
a
mate.
mask?
You were wearing a mask.
Yeah, I was wearing a mask.
Yeah, he's wearing a mask.
Because I had sunglasses. Yeah, I remember.
And you were, I think you were, just the way you were standing, like you were giving it so much large, and all we were doing was taking a photo for everybody. And I'm up, obviously I'm on an elevated level, but you've got put on a show. You're fighting the next day, you know?
Yes.
Shitting yourself a bit. but you were standing very much like you were carrying carpets. Yeah? Standing there. And then he's all giving all this pointing stuff. No one can hear what you're saying. They can't lip read because you've got a mask on. And you said something, and then I think you said something on the mic. You got a bit gobby. You were like, "Oh, I'll fight the winner of this fight." Good joke. You said something like that. I got it. I understood. You had to play your part. But I happened to have a fresh bottled water, which I felt like you might have wanted to wear. So I called you down, man. I was helping you. I was being very considerate.
Listen, I was like, because obviously I hadn't planned on everything, yeah. I had one outfit for such an event just in case. So I had my outfit. I was standing next to a guy called Dean Parry, who later got signed to the UFC, and I think he's now in karate combat. And I've looked to the side because I've never done poses at a press conference, and I see Dean
Are you sure?
Parry.
Because you were doing some serious posing.
Listen, of course I look professional because when it comes natural to you, that's how it goes. So I was being a natural.
Professional. You thought that was professional?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm flabbergasted.
I practiced that in my head for like a whole 12 seconds, like before I done that. Like a lot of energy and effort was put into that. And I've practiced this thing looking like the real London bad boy. That was the look I was going for. Don't say anything.
Orpington.
Listen. They asked me like, what's your nickname? And I was like, Cray to the world, because I was like, they have no idea what that means. I might not get an opportunity if I don't win this fight to speak.
Sorry.
Cray to the world. I'm from the Cray.
Crayford.
St. Mary Cray, St. Paul's Cray, BR5, BR6, Orpington, Bromley Borough, Cray to the world.
Crayford.
Yeah. No, St. Mary Cray. You heard me say St. Mary Cray.
Yeah, but I don't know what that means. Is that church?
No, it's the place where people live.
St.
like
Mary's
me.
Cray. Just you.
Yeah, no. I was like,
Sorry, I never heard of it.
I was like, oh, I might not get an interview if I don't win. So I was like, sweet. If I tell them that that's my nickname, they have to say "Crane to the world," whether I win or lose, because they say it in the intro. So I was like, this is a genius idea. But then they're saying like this thing when they introduce me, and they have no idea what it means or why that's my name. And I've just run with it ever since. I don't know how I've gone on to this tangent.
Yeah, I didn't ask you about that.
Yeah,
you
no,
just
I decided to
volunteered
share
that information.
I just volunteered the information because I'm that kind of guy. I'm kind enough to share information that no one asked for because I'm a giving guy. You understand? Giving.
Do you ever give up any of your food?
No, do you now listen, let's address this right now. Let's address this right now.
I'm only saying because of what you said earlier.
Because everyone's gonna look at me and say, "Why is Ahmed a little fatty?" I'm gonna tell you, okay?
Not little.
I keep saying little, and it just draws me into some silliness. Yeah, it's because I've got a condition. Yeah, I have a medical condition called
eat too much itis.
Being a fat bastard. Like that is it's a serious condition that millions of Brits suffer from when you just sit on your ass, you don't train and you eat loads of food. So, you know, I've been suffering with that for a little while and, you know, I'm planning to get some medication to overcome it called walking. It's like a new thing they're bringing into the UK. They tested it in Kenya and now they're bringing it over to the UK. So I'm going to try that and see how it goes and see if I can overcome my condition, okay? So it is being addressed.
Okay, well, I don't think you're fat.
I do. I feel fat.
I think it's good to have a view of yourself.
Yes.
To motivate yourself. I don't think you're fat. Like I said to you, I thought you put on timber. I thought you looked big. You look broad.
I feel really heavy.
But you probably are.
Really heavy.
How much you weigh?
I can't say that on here.
Of course you
can. Could I say?
I mean, they can see it.
Could I say it secretly to Sid?
Sid don't keep secrets. Look at him. Look how he's dressed. That's like a guy that keeps secrets.
Can we?
This guy is outside. He's got people outside siphoning your car right
now. Could I ask where this jacket came from? More importantly,
Versace.
Huh? You said Versace. You said Versace. You said Versace. Which one? They're two very different brands. They're two very different brands. One of them comes from somewhere in Italy. The other one comes from Ghana. So just tell us which one.
The former.
Okay. This is fair.
It's cold outside, my brother.
Listen, you guys. Listen, we've been having these random discussions and whatnot, but I did want to ask questions. I wanted to ask, Chai, have you officially retired from fighting and competition, or are you just taking a break because acting is paying you lots of schmoolah?
It's a good question. I think I would.
You weren't prepared for the switch of tone, were you?
I was not.
It was a switch. Brother.
I will respect the tonal change and give you a honest, sensible answer.
Yes.
I think that I'm done.
Okay.
Because fighting doesn't interest me anymore. Like I don't feel excited about it anymore. I don't feel like there's... I don't know, it just doesn't feel the same. Like when I fought... Originally what pulled me away from fighting was after the Maldonado fight. I felt awful. I felt so bad.
Yeah, do you know what? In fairness, we went back to the hotel and you were like, because I didn't see the fight because I had a little cry. I was upset. I lost mine and I didn't see the fight. So when I went to the hotel, you were like upset but still had the belt. So I was confused. I was like, you were sad like you lost, but I was like, why'd you have the belt if you lost? And then you were like, no, I beat him, quickly stopped him, but it was just sad that I had to do that to him. And I was like, hell wrong with this guy? I'd be buzzing, like, but you just weren't very excited.
It was a bit heartbreaking, to be honest, because I think when you understand that it is just a man trying to make ends meet, I empathise. And I felt like a bully, which is something I'm not. I felt like I wrongfully abused him. Like that's what it felt like.
But you can't feel like a bully with someone that is as accomplished as Fabio
problem.
is. He's an accomplished fighter. This is a dude that fought Fedor and like probably gave him.
I think he pretty much beat him.
The worst
He just got
beating.
robbed. Yeah.
That is probably over 3 rounds. That is probably the worst beating I've ever seen Fedor take. We've seen him lose fights. We've seen him get chinned. You've never seen him take a beating for 3 rounds. That is probably the worst beating we've ever seen him receive. So you can't give Fedor a beating like that and then we'll be like, oh, it's this sad old man.
I think,
but
that's,
bro, he's a bad dude.
That's tailored to the individual.
Yeah.
Because the heart-to-heart I had with him after humanized him.
Yeah.
So all of this, and he was very respectful before the fight, and
Yeah.
I couldn't even really do my character
and
be all up in some. I tried a bit. He played the game at the weigh-ins a little bit, and it was fun. But I had so much respect for him.
Yeah.
Because he is accomplished in what he's done, and he was a very respectful Brazilian. You know, it's just how he came across. He wasn't a Vanderlei Silva or a Ruzimar Palhares, a guy that you know is just going to be over the top with their attitude. He gave me an opportunity. I didn't see it as me giving him an opportunity. He gave me an opportunity to fight a legend. Yeah. And I did, and I made it look like he was on the UK circuit.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take credit for that because it's just a shame it had to be like that.
From that fight, we've seen you. It appears that you've got involved in acting. It looks like you've got involved in. I feel like you might have got involved in writing and directing as well. I think you and Alex Montanari had the project that's going on, and I don't know about any other projects you got going on. But how did you kind of move into that? Was that something you were doing when you were fighting before, or is that something that you just fell into after that fight?
Well, I did. I think everyone starting does the extras thing, and I tried that years ago, like before I was fighting, in like the Harry Potter movies. I remember I did 2 of the Harry Potter movies, the last 2. And I was just an extra, and then I did a little bit of like stand-in work, kind of like stunt, but it was like I played Hagrid. I was in the suit, right? But that was only for like a week, like just under a week. And that was my taste, but then that didn't pay. Like, you know, you can make good money on a day rate, but you don't get the money for 6 weeks, and then when, you know, you spend it, I just couldn't do it. So fighting became my focus, and I left that alone. Yeah. I was introduced to the writing aspect when I worked on a friend's short film, and he'd said to me, you should write your own characters. Yeah. And in that way you cast yourself, you write the role for yourself and then build everything around it. And then you have more control over it. And it was a good bit of advice. Rest his soul. And I kind of started doing that. So this is back in like 2012, 2013.
Okay.
Way back.
Yeah.
So I'd been writing this script. Sid had seen like 4 or 5 of the drafts. Yeah. And I'm only now shooting it.
Okay.
So it's taken a long time, but it's learning the industry and learning, you know, as much of the filmmaking aspects as you can. It's just a process. Yeah. And there are some people that are really good at the job and they've got nothing. Yeah. And then there are some people that have got everything and they're garbage. Yeah. And it's a learning curve. But I found that I enjoy the filmmaking aspect more so than the acting aspect. Because just seeing something, creating something. I mean, I was shooting stuff on the train on the way here, just because the skyline looked really good. Just give me ideas, you know. Make like a little proof of concept or a pre-visual, just to see. Oh, I could do this. Or I can imagine a scene set up here. So I've gotten into more of the filmmaking side of things. But I do act. But the acting is more to get me in.
Okay, so
it's the front door, isn't it? Rather than going the back door, it's like, which is usually nepotism. I'm going through the front door and I'm saying, oh, look, I can act. I can be a stuntman. I can do this. Oh, by the way, I can also read this script. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, who wrote this? This is great. I wrote it. Oh, okay. And you cut corners that way. I'm trying to go in through the front rather than the back.
Okay. You just said I'd rather go through the back rather than go through the front.
No, I did think of saying something, but I was trying to be serious, man.
See what I'm saying?
You know what
and
I mean?
I had an opportunity there and I didn't take it, yeah? I want you to remember that.
No, take it.
I didn't.
Oh, as if you ain't been round the back. You know what I mean? Acting like he's goody two shoes over there. Okay.
Just want to be clear. I'm a good Muslim boy.
Meat and no veg.
Don't listen
You know
to
what I mean?
these. Don't listen to these rumors. It's not true. It's false. It's false.
Didn't you get married when we was out in Dubai? Do you remember? I actually remember. Yeah, we were sitting down. And there was this girl that turned up, a Muslim girl.
Listen, don't.
No, I'm serious. Oh, you don't. I might.
No, oh mate, do you know what it is? He said no. Listen, I know what he's talking about.
could've
as
sworn he
well.
got off and got married.
No, it was my cousin. It's not a thingy. It's my
Oh, is that a thing?
I swear to you, I thought he was joking about making this up, and then I remembered that did actually happen.
It did.
Yeah, he did marry his cousin.
So for anyone, listen, don't listen to these rumours, yeah. Those that know in Dubai, big shout out to my cousin Rooks, who came to visit me briefly. Big love. Don't listen to these rumours, yeah. These are false accusations, okay? I'm a good young man.
Good young man. He does not believe in incest.
But can I just say, for those that would like to apply, you know, we are accepting applications at, you know, cradetotheworld@gmail.com.
Is that a real email address?
No, it's not.
No.
It's definitely not. But someone's
You should
going to
set
make
one up. Set one up. I might set one up.
Just say, listen, we're taking applications, you know, marriage applications, you know, feel free to send them. Make sure there are pictures linked to it, and we will contact you within 30 working days.
And there are no discriminations. All genders accepted.
You know what it is? You kind of don't want to go there and say, yes, we are discriminated, and then you don't want to answer it either way. So I'm just not going to comment on that one.
That's what that is.
Not going to comment on that one whatsoever. I'm just going to say, love is love.
Nowadays, we live in a world, in a time where you can't say anything. You get chastised for it. So therefore, you either decide to be a pawn or you decide to be a rook. What do you want to be?
I want to be clear. I'm scared and I want no smoke, okay? I don't want any smoke.
What are you scared of? That's
whatsoever. Huh?
What are you scared of?
Oh, man, that was... Oh, my throat. Oh, that was...
Somebody get him a lozenge.
What am I scared of? I'm scared of those people.
Who are those people?
I'm scared of those people. You know what I mean? I'm scared of...
Yeah, but who are they?
I'm scared of those people.
For saying something. We're talking on a very low level right now.
Yeah.
So there's no one coming for anybody.
I'm scared of them. I'm listen.
The Agent Smiths.
Listen, listen. This world's a scary place. This world is a scary place.
Do you know what I'm thinking?
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that I kind of know where you're going with it, but I'm thinking. Stick with me. Mm-hmm. You might just be a pussy.
This is you
might just be a pussy.
Now I've weighed things up here. I've weighed things up, and that is a high possibility. But then I thought about it and I realised, man, a real bad man. Yeah. To all my Jamaican friends, I apologise for the poor attempt at the accent. I am Nigerian, so I want to apologise how bad that came out. But it sounded cool at the time. So
I thought you was from Zim.
Huh?
I thought you were from Zim.
Huh?
You're not?
I'm scared of saying anything because I don't know what comes after the Zim.
Zimbabwe?
No, not from Zimbabwe. Not from Zimbabwe.
No worries.
I'm a really
I didn't know you was from
handsome
Nigeria.
Nigerian.
I never knew that.
Look at these great looks, this charm, this
Because you
charisma.
reminds me of Steve.
I can't
Yeah,
be...
well, I'm from Nigeria and I look like I'm from Nigeria.
Do you?
I don't know.
No, you don't.
What do people look like?
No, you
Nigeria
don't.
look like?
I don't think you look like that.
You
no.
look like you're from Tanzania.
I don't know where Tanzania is. I've never been there.
I would have gone
Sounded
more-
accurate. Sounded accurate.
Welsh.
Welsh.
You look a little bit
yeah.
Welsh.
Yeah.
There's a Welsh look about you.
I like Welsh.
I feel like there's a story linked to that statement, but I'm not even gonna ask.
No, we ain't hang out in Wales, bro.
We haven't been to Wales.
No, we've
No.
spun through it.
Last time I went to Wales, I think the only time as an adult I went to Wales was with Alex Reid.
Really?
Do you remember? His mate.
Oh yeah, when you was driving, weren't you?
I drove down there.
Yeah, I remember the story.
We went to.
Why were you in Wales with Alex Reid?
He was doing a
Meet and greet.
like a meet and greet thing at like a series of clubs. So we would drive to one club, hour, have a drink, take photos. Next club, have a drink, take photos. Just do that, and just collecting money basically.
It's 21 brick
Were you
brother,
just
by the way.
were you just there as his pal, or were you like doing security for him?
I was a
or-
bit of both, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's like, I don't need to hire security. I've got a pal of mine that's like 6
Well, he
foot,
had me.
6'10".
And he had another lad with him,
Yeah.
who was a big guy,
Yeah.
really big guy. He wasn't as tall as me, but he was a unit, like
Yeah.
wide, just this big dude, right? And he was effectively his security, but he wasn't very cool-headed.
Okay.
And you know, Alex doesn't want to have to worry about stuff like that. And why should you? You know. So I was more of the cool head.
Okay.
And he was the. But if it got real, anyone did anything a little bit questionable, this guy would kick off.
Yeah.
He would kick off like he was just big. He was just a big guy.
Yeah.
He wasn't like some fighter or anything. He was just that big dude.
Yeah.
And the story I have of him is, when I look back at it now, I just think, Jesus Christ, did that really happen? We'd stayed in this hotel because it was too late to drive back. I was knackered, couldn't drive back, and it was right at the foot end of Wales. And we're staying in this hotel, and Alex is in the room with his missus, and I'm sharing a room with this guy.
Yeah.
I'm just going to save him face because there's no need to name him.
Yeah.
And he'd stayed out partying, the guy. And I'm knackered. I've been driving all day. I just want to sleep. So I go in the room, I go to sleep. And I hear him coming back to the room, right? But these are like B&Bs.
Yeah.
So it's a key door. It's not a fob or anything, right? So this guy comes in, and I'm laying on bed. He just turns all the lights on. I'm like, mate, turn the fucking light. Have some respect, turn the lights off.
Yeah.
And I just hear him, like, grunting. He's so big, you just hear him. You want to fucking go, dear? You want to go? Well, come on then. You think you're hard? And all this, and I'm like, oh my God. I've got a pillow over my head. I'm like, mate, just if you're going to bother making noise, just leave the room in it. Let me go to sleep. Right? We've got a long drive tomorrow.
Yeah.
Pillow over my head. Next thing I know, this fucking guy has jumped on my back, stark bollock naked, right? He's got no fucking clothes on, and he's a big, sweaty guy, right? I can feel his balls on my back. And I'm like, I have to turn, but it's like a single bed. You know, one of them ones that's been slept in so much, it just sinks. So trying to get out is a job. Because the guy's I'd say he's about 25 stone.
Yeah.
He's big. Not muscle, he's big, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm turning around. Now I'm turned over and I'm mounted by this guy, right? So obviously it's a single bed. So I'm able to rock, and he falls off. And he gets up and he's like, where you want to go? And I shove him, because he's so big and drunk, he falls over the back of and he's rolling, arse in the air and everything. And he gets up and I can just see he's out of it. Like he's been doing whatever he's been doing. He's out of it. And I'm fuming. I've got this naked guy sitting on my back, like trying to wrestle me. Like, you think you're hard and all this sort of stuff. And he's heavy. And I'm not like, mate, what are you doing? So I go and I knock on Alex's room and I'm like, mate, he's taking the fucking piss. You got to sort this out. He has a word with him. I think he goes out again, dresses and goes out again. And the next morning,
He got dressed before he left, yeah?
he got dressed, yeah, because I was pissed. I was pissed.
Okay.
I was like ready to fight sort of level, but I'm trying not to create a problem for Alex in this hotel.
Yeah.
So I'm just like telling him, listen, you got to sort something. He finds it hilarious. Of course he does. His naked mate is wrestling his other naked mate higher off his nut, right? Yeah. And no, wait, not his other naked mate. I wasn't naked.
Listen, this is why you ask the questions. You'll always get to the truth in the end.
Yeah.
Try naked wrestling Alex Reid's friend.
I was definitely topless because I could feel the balls on my back. I was definitely topless, yeah. And yeah, he laughed, but he had a word with him. He straightened it out. And then the next day, we couldn't find him. And I was like, well, I'm going, mate. Like, we either leave or we don't go. And he just miraculously turned up, like, minutes before I was about to drive away. Yeah. But it was funny. It was a long drive. I just said, just don't talk to me the whole drive, mate. Do not talk to me. I was fuming. Because how'd you get back to sleep after that? You don't.
What, the next day, is he aware of what he's done?
He was a bit like, I think he was a bit embarrassed, but he was embarrassed because he got told off by Alex. Alex really told him off.
So you were completely naked. You jumped on another man's back that you don't know.
Not
like
me.
that,
No. Not me.
And huh?
What do you mean I was completely naked?
No. I'm saying no. I'm saying the guy.
Yeah,
I'm saying that guy. You've someone you don't know very well. You just met. You completely naked and you jump on their back and you're embarrassed at the telling off you got. Not about any of your other actions. There's so many parts of that night you could have been embarrassed, but the telling off was your issue. I feel like your priorities are messed up. To whoever this gentleman is, your priorities are messed up, mate. There's so many other things you should have been upset about long before we got to the telling off.
I don't think he cared much, to be honest.
No, he
think
should.
He cared
And that's
much
the problem.
about anything.
He should.
Because he was a very... Well, he was out of it. Let's just be honest. He was out of it. I don't know what he'd taken or, excuse me, how much he had drank, but he wasn't the guy the day before. But it's just not okay at any point to get naked and sit on my back, ever.
Just so that's a public service announcement message to anyone that thought that is actually okay. So if anyone thinks that getting naked and jumping on Chai's back is okay, apparently,
Well, you know what it was.
It's not.
What it was is he sees that I'm incapacitated almost.
Yeah.
There's like a vulnerability there. I'm under the cover with the pillow over my head, facing down. He's like, if I can mount this guy, he'll never get up. I don't know what he thought he was going to do. I just don't think he was counting on me being as strong as I am. And I was able to get him off. But
it's like him jumping on your back. Like, what was he planning? Like, it's like there was no thought process. Yeah, I'm gonna sit on his back, and then what? What was your plan after that? You were what? Were you gonna sleep there? Were you gonna stay there? Like, what was your thought process?
I think he wanted to fight. As what he was looking for a problem. He wanted a problem, and where I wasn't going for it, he just thought, well, then I'll just get you while you're down.
Can I just say, as somebody that has fought professionally, both yourself and myself, yeah, I'm counting that one as a professional fight because they paid me. So for two people that have fought professionally, do you not believe that there's a million other ways he could have invoked a fight rather than rubbing his testicles on your back?
I just don't really bite for stuff, do I? I'm not really one to sort of... You can't, like,
I'm just like, that's not
on.
how I would have gone for it. Like, there's a million other things I could have tried. Punching you is definitely one of them. A physical attack is definitely, I believe, a more likely way to get a fight out of you rather than sitting on you while
that is a physical attack.
nude.
That is a physical attack.
Mate, that's a lot more than a physical attack. That's personal.
That was.
That's personal.
It was. You know what? I found it offensive because I just wanted to sleep.
Yeah.
I was just tired, and I don't like people messing around in my sleep. You know?
Yeah.
He took the piss. You know, I feel like, look, if you say we can laugh and joke.
Yeah.
If you say you're tired and you really got to sleep, all right, cool.
Yeah.
We're done now. We'll stop messing about. I'm not going to come in and put your hand in a bowl of water. Like it's that's not my gag.
Can I just clarify that I was sleeping earlier and someone actually disrupted my sleep?
Yeah, but it's not the place.
Who was that?
This is not the place.
Who
It
was that
me.
that disrupted my sleep?
It was me. You were disrupting the podcast because Sid was saying something really valuable, and you were over there, bottom lip hanging down, snoring.
There was no bottom lip hanging anywhere.
There was.
There was no bottom lip hanging anywhere. Now, I may or may not have been snoring because I wasn't conscious, so therefore I'm not going to say whether I was or not. But I was enjoying the sleep.
Yeah, we weren't enjoying seeing it. It was very... It's just not what you do, you know? It's like when you're falling asleep when someone else is driving and they need you to read the map.
How do you feel about people sleeping in the passenger seat?
I don't really like it because I will try not to do it.
I like it.
I'm all right with it, though. I'm
he
all right
likes
with
it
it.
because he does weird things to them when they're asleep.
No, I can listen to my music, podcast. I can do what I want to do, you know what I mean?
You can do it anyway.
Yeah, but you got to be mindful if someone's, in the passenger seat. So,
So when they're sleeping,
when they're asleep,
blast the music up.
Free reign.
That's being mindful, isn't it?
Well, not blast it, but, just low level.
He just said, "Do you mind me putting the music on?" Yeah, all right.
No, I
cool.
probably don't mind, but I
Because
don't
really
want
want
the
to
same
talk.
genre of music.
I don't want to talk. I think I prefer... I don't want to answer this question. It's a shit question.
Yeah.
It's your question, wasn't it?
Fucking no, it wasn't my question. It was his question.
No, it's not. Answer the question. You started already. You've got to answer the question.
I did answer.
He don't like it.
It's just fucking boring.
He don't like it. He don't want
I
it.
can talk. Do I mind people sleeping in the thing? No, I don't. I don't like it.
Done.
Right.
Done.
On that note,
listen. I feel like where we just discussed something so important and insightful, I feel like we should use that to kind of end it here and then have an opportunity to pick this back up at another occasion, because I just feel like that last topic was real important, was what the people needed. I'm talking about the sleep discussion. I felt like that was what the people needed, okay? So...
You got a really interesting accent, you know that?
Huh?
It sounds a little bit like Essex.
No, listen.
Occasion.
Listen. Let me tell.
Really?
I'm gonna tell you what it is. Like where I live is in Kent, yeah. So
Kent, there you go. That's what it is.
I mix between London Road and Kent Traveller. So
you're a traveller?
I mix between the
You're a black
two.
traveller. You're a blaveler.
Listen, I've got a pair of gloves here, and I'm not gonna say who referred to me as this, but somebody in Keddle's gym referred to me as the Black Gypsy, and therefore I wrote it on my gloves. So I do have a pair of gloves that say Black Gypsy on there. So
is that because you want to be called the Black Gypsy?
Nah, because someone called me it. Like I wouldn't call myself such a thing.
You should call yourself Blipsy Hustle. That's way better than Black Gypsy.
That is such a bad name.
Black Gypsy, Blipsy.
That is terrible.
No one would have to know, because you straight away, we know you're black.
Terrible.
And if we listen to you talk, we know you're a Gyppo.
Absolutely.
So you don't need to say it.
No, but it depends on my so therefore my accent is like confused. It's like a fusion of all different accents. It's like posh, Cockney, road, and something else. So it's like a combination of all four.
How do you speak to your mum?
How do I speak to my mum?
What accent do you put on when you speak to your mum?
I don't speak to her. I throw things at her. 'Cause, you know what I mean? That's it. That's how we communicate.
Yeah. All right.
Don't communicate.
Answers that then.
Don't communicate.
All right. How do you
verbally.
speak to? All right. How do you speak to your wife?
I'm not married.
What, the Dubai wife? Sorry, your cousin.
Oh no. Like it just.
Do you speak how you're speaking to us now? Is this how you speak majority of the time?
No. Now I'm trying to think. Now I'm
You have to think how you speak.
People
You must have multiple.
Yeah, no, I do. I have a lot of different ones. I've got my work voice. I've got my friend's voice. And then when I get on camera, it's like a weird combination of all four of my different voices, which I don't know why that is.
Friend group do you speak the most camp around?
Nah, no friend groups. If I was speaking in any kind of camp way, if I was speaking in any kind of camp, then that would be my work voice. That'd be like,
What does that sound like? Yeah.
Good evening, guys. Pleasure to meet you guys. My name's Ahmed Tijani. I'm working at... Why am I talking like that? That's so much worse than that was meant to be. It wasn't even meant to be like that. It was meant to be a lot lighter than that. Yeah. But we went somewhere else with it. Like, that's the
No, do it again.
No, listen, there's no way.
It suits you, bro. It suits you, seriously. Get you one of them shiny jackets.
Listen, no way. Listen, I'm not wearing a Sid sequin. Can I just say, we've been going back and forth for such a period of time that like I feel like Sid was completely left out of the conversation for like 15 minutes.
No, he's happy.
Shameful.
I'm very happy.
Sid's
Exactly.
happy.
See, I'm happy.
Sid's waiting for the arm wrestle.
No, I'm not arm wrestling. You and Try are arm wrestling.
We arm wrestled already.
That's what it is.
We arm wrestled already.
Can people comment how many people have seen the last arm wrestle that they've done? And if we get less than 10 people, you have to arm wrestle again.
All right, I'm down. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll arm wrestle anyone. Doesn't mean I'm going to win them all, but I'll do it.
No, I'm scared. I'm actually genuinely not on it. Like, I'm actually scared
you ain't gonna,
of arm
unless you
wrestling.
really like. You're not going to break your arm. Like we'd both have to be exceedingly strong.
Can I just say, with you, I have trust issues. Okay?
Why? Because of the water.
You've betrayed my trust.
There was no trust there.
There
was no trust there.
There was trust.
You didn't need to trust me.
There was an individual that informed me that you were a trustworthy individual.
Who was that?
It was the gentleman that arranged for me to be at such a press conference.
You're talking about Tolly. So I told you he's a pussy. I don't want to say nothing. Just say it. It's his name, right?
Hey, listen, I just want to be clear. I don't want no smoke. I love everybody. I don't want
Fuck
no
it
trouble.
now.
I don't want no trouble.
Jesus.
Nah, because me and Tony are cool.
Fuck me. That is a wimpy guy, mate.
No, we cool, man. We cool. We cool.
Wimpy are hiring. Jesus. Just say what you want to say, innit?
Nah, listen.
So what is it you don't like about him? I'm joking. He didn't say that.
No, listen. I've got love and appreciation for everyone.
Disclaimer.
Except for people that touch me in public that I don't know. I hate them all, and I hope you're all. I'm not going to finish that sentence.
Very aggressive. Why are you so aggressive?
Yeah, no, I don't like it.
I notice you like to make fun of people, and then you sort of say, "Oh, I love everyone." Oh, really, and you do it in your little Jersey voice. Oh, hello. Hi, my name's Ahmed Tijani. And
why did you say Tijani? You've heard me say my name. You heard me say Tijani. Why are you saying Tijani?
Because you said Tijani.
No, I didn't say Tijani.
Maybe that's what you say to people. That's a Christian name. Maybe that's what you say to people at work. What do you do?
Huh?
What do you do for work?
For legal reasons, I can't share this. Yeah, for legal reasons, I can't share how I make money.
What sector are you in?
I'm in the public sector.
Okay. So you speak to people a lot.
Why am I making this weird facial expression where I come near the camera and I go? Who told me that was like a good idea? Who told me that looked good? Who told me that makes sense?
You, apparently. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. The twitch was a problem. The eye twitch was a problem. You need to sort that one out because that one does a tell.
I actually don't know why. Like even now, I was about to do something and it started twitching. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know why.
Well, I'll spare you any more of the of the insults. It's all love. It's all in good fun.
Thank you.
No worries, bro.
What? How have we ended up here? How have we ended up here?
You ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Let's
I'm
go.
ready.
Let's go. Oh, you're fucking done. Are you ready? Are you ready, boy? Move that, Sid. Move that, Sid. Look, I want to see his strength. Come on, where's your shot? I've got a dodgy elbow. You ready? You ready?
Or was I fooling you? No, I wasn't. We're gonna end it on that. But can I just say, yeah, I just want people to be aware. Chai's a really big guy, yeah? So don't be making fun of me for losing an arm wrestle to a very large man, okay?
You weigh more than me, though.
Huh?
You weigh more than me, for sure. I'm slim.
Not by a lot, though.
How much do you weigh?
A lot.
How much do you weigh? Doesn't matter. Come on.
No, I can't say exactly how
do you
much.
weigh more than 20 stone?
Tell me how much do you weigh?
Plus 140.
No, in kg.
kg. Plus 140.
What?
What do you weigh? No, what do you weigh in kg?
Oh, what do I weigh in kg? Now it's about 120.
120?
Yeah. I'm cutting. I'm
You're
cutting
like
down.
the size of a child. 120.
Yeah. I'm cutting down.
Yeah, he smashes that out the wall. I know that.
I haven't been 120 since I was like 20 years old.
So you're heavier than me, so there's no excuse.
Yeah, like mad amount.
Yeah, kilo.
I'm like
20 kilos.
like a human size
probably
taller
more.
than you.
You're what, sorry?
I'm like a lot.
Could be pushing 40.
Like a small human.
140 kilos.
Like a
reckon
small,
pushing
like
40
I'm,
more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm like a small human bigger than you.
You're a broad person, man. Very broad. And I think you should embrace that.
Yeah, man.
Nah, I'm not on it, man. I'm not on it. 2023, I want to be slender and sexy and yeah.
It's doable. You know what you should do? My best advice to you, because I'm cutting for reasons, is to cut carbs out.
Yeah, I know. I love
Maybe do
them,
like
though.
50 grams of carbs a day, which is nothing.
Carbs. I love carbs so much.
Yeah, but that's the problem.
I
But
tried
if
to
you notice,
I tried to go down to like 100 grams of carbs per meal, and even that was a struggle.
go down 100 grams of carbs a meal. How many grams of carbs do you have in a day? A lot. How many times do you eat a day? This is another
I
conversation.
try.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
mental.
That's a whole nother thing.
We'll talk off camera.
We'll
Yeah.
come. We'll come back to that.
I genuinely
but-
feel though, if you can get past that first wall of a week, a 7-day wall, you'll be like, I actually don't. Like, I've not eaten today. I haven't eaten yet.
Have I eaten?
I've had a coffee.
Snap, bro.
Yeah, I just had a coffee, and I'm all right. I don't feel like I'm hungry. I'm going to eat.
Yeah.
But I'll eat maybe that's some avocado with some quinoa or something. I'll eat something tofu. It will pretty much be protein.
I'm gonna go to Sam's Chicken,
Of course you are.
and I'm gonna eat 2 strip burgers.
Of course you are.
I'm gonna eat 6 wings
I can see that.
and a portion of fries,
I understand.
and I'm gonna have 2 cans of drink.
I don't disbelieve you.
What flavour?
2 cans of drink.
Yeah, the only thing they've got there that's of any worth is 7-Up.
So
I'm gonna have
carbonated
it-
drinks.
Quite bland.
Yeah.
Quite
It's,
bland.
it's like a drug, man. It's like what you need. You've made it what you
I
need.
don't like carbonated drinks, but I'm in Woolwich. I'm very Oh, have I just snitched on where we are?
It's all right.
Sorry
The
about
fans already knocking down the door, you know.
Sorry about that, but yeah, where we are is I'm not here too often these days, so I'm like, might as well purchase
Indulge
in local cuisine. While
Well,
I'm here.
you know, when you're ready to do it, you'll do it. I think that's the best advice to give you. Because when you're ready, you don't need motivation. When you want to do it, you'll do it. Right now, you just don't want to do it. You can see that.
I'm never gonna want to do it. Like being.
No, but you're never going to want to feel like, okay, I need to make a change. I feel like you feel like it now because you just said in
I want
2023.
to make a change, but the work is a lot of effort.
Is it effort to stop eating?
Yeah.
It's more effort to eat.
No, it's not.
It really is.
The food falls into like it just fall. I'll walk past somewhere and it'll just end up in my hand. I don't know how. I haven't paid for it. I haven't paid for it. I haven't bought it, and it ends up in my hand. Do you see what I'm saying? So then that's how we end up to this
If
situation.
you want to do it, mate,
here.
you will do it. Because that's what I had to make a decision. I'm plant based, so I'm very carb heavy.
All you plant.
What do you mean, all you?
All you plant based.
You really want to give me advice on nutrition?
Vegans and vegetarians, all you people, yeah. I hate it, but obviously it works, isn't it? So
Yeah, but so then what type of people category do you fall into? All you meat, grease, fat, smelly, shit eating.
No. That's one thing I won't have. I won't have that.
Smelly food.
I smell great.
No,
I smell
the food.
Huh?
The food.
Oh, yeah. No, the food smells.
You go into a
the food.
restaurant
No, the food
and you
smells.
come
Smell
out
the grease.
stinking of it.
No, the food smells.
You don't want to. Listen, I'm happy being this. As long as you're happy being that, that's all that matters, my friend.
And look, and we will
Sit somewhere in between.
we will call it there. We will pull it there. I felt like we touched on a lot of great subjects. We went from arm wrestling to Chai's career to life advice and dieting and everything above and under the sun. And I felt like it was a great conversation, and we should do this again.
Sure, I'm really happy to be here. Thanks for having me, guys. It was a great day, and
Thanks for having you.
No, I had you.
You weren't the guest.
no. But I'm saying thanks
I
for
was
having
the
me.
guest.
Thanks for having my presence.
I was the guest. So I say thanks for having me. You don't say thanks for having me.
How are you going to tell
that's
me
what I say.
on my thing that is you
Your
decide?
thing doesn't even have a name.
What do you have? What have you got? You're just a guest.
Yeah, I was invited. You weren't even invited. I was invited here.
What do you mean? I just turned up late.
Yeah, no, but I was invited as a guest on here.
By who?
For legal reasons, I can't tell you who invited me here as a guest.
So basically,
for legal reasons, I
the
can't
fact that
share
you
it.
use that again, I'm going to assume you're unemployed. There is no legal reasons as to why you can't talk about your job.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think
Thank you for having me.
Orpington's calling, right?
Sid, thank you for having me.
Yeah. It's been a
To
pleasure.
the team here, thank you for having me as well. Chai,
Do you want to fight?
how many hands are you using? 1 or 2?
No, like a real fight, like everything.
Nah. We tried that already.
Did we?
Do you remember?
No.
You don't remember?
No.
In Brighton,
What happened?
Kenny's gym.
Oh, No, I don't remember.
Yeah, no, it was a tough.
I remember Kenny's gym.
Yeah, it was a tough day for me. It was a tough
Not
day.
that
Did we
same
spar?
day though.
Yeah.
Did we?
Not the day that I was there.
No.
No.
You weren't there. You weren't there.
Was that matey was there? Ollie was there.
No, Ollie. Listen, there was no one else. It was just me and you. It was just me and we were the only big guys there. And then Kenny jumped in and did a couple of rounds. But I remember that it was a tough day.
Fuck, that must have been a long time
It was
ago.
a really long time ago, and we did a lot of rounds, and it was a tough day. It was a tough day for me. It was tough.
Good memory, man.
Yeah, we did like 6.
Sorry, I've taken a few knocks. I don't remember that much.
It was a tough day. It's a tough day.
Well, I wouldn't fight you anyway. I think you're a nice guy. And I'm an empathetic one now, you know?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. See, you don't want it.
Thought.
Well, boys, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
Sir?
Good stuff, my man. Good to see you, brother.
Pleasure.
Nice one, G.
Kid.
Yeah, buddy. Always a pleasure, never a chill. My man.
Fucked up kidney.
Thanks for coming. It's always good to see you.
And